Today we're going to work on leg stability, leg strength, all in the service of being better at walking. Today you will need something to squish between the knees. I'm using the ball today. You could also use a yoga block. And then you will also need a towel. It's going to go on the floor, so use an old towel that you don't love, maybe? All right, and let's get started. So, we're gonna start at the base layer and we're gonna move along, and you're gonna work up to the version that is difficult, but in a good way. So let's start. We've got the ball between the thighs, and then we check our posture always. Toes straight ahead, abdominals are zipped, shoulders back and down, string on your crown. I'm doing these next to my kitchen counter so that I have a little thing if balance gets a little tricky, right? It's a just in case. All right, so our first plan, we're gonna squish the ball and then release it. That's it. Squish, 2, 3, and then release, right? And as we squish the ball, we're gonna press into our feet also. So this is your base layer. Squish for a few seconds and then release it. We're doing this to wake up our inner thighs because we're gonna need them, but they don't always want to work. So this is just, again, to get that feeling, right? Squish, feel your inner thighs, engage your pelvic floor, and release. Let's do a couple more. And as for your pelvic floor, right, you wanna lift it up. And if you're not certain what your pelvic floor is, I have another video about how to find it. So I recommend watching that so you can get to it more easily. All right, let's do one more with the inner thighs. Squeeze the inner thighs, engage the pelvic floor, and that's that. That's our base layer. So you can do that all day long if you want. Let's add on a little bit now. We're gonna squish the ball and imagine sitting into a bar stool, and then we're gonna keep squishing, keep squishing, keep squishing. Now scooch your tail under, engage the pelvic floor, levitate up onto your tiptoes, squeeze the ball, and we're back down. So that's our next move, right? Sit into the imaginary chair, squish the ball, stand normal, and then again, lifting from the glutes, lifting from the pelvic floor, lifting from your crown, we're up on our tippy toes. Again, if you're feeling wobbly, that's okay, but if it's like dangerous wobbly, hang on. And inner thighs, they are the star of the show. Let's do a couple more like this. And as much as you can, keep the chest up, try to relax the shoulders, and always keep that length in the crown, and zip up the abs. Wherever you are, imagine you want to pull your belly button away from your legs. So kind of in and up. All right, let's do one more like this. Again, still squishing the ball, right? No one let go, okay. All right, squish the ball. Now again, scooch the tail, lift the pelvic floor. We're gonna levitate like magic. And there we got it. All right, now if those were all fine and good, let's go to the next one. We can get rid of the ball. And now we grab our towel. And the goal of the towel is to start really loading up one single leg. Okay, so abs, crown, feet. Now what? All right, we're gonna shift our weight a little bit to the non-towel foot, stick the butt back, stick the foot out, and then bring it back. Now, there is hardly any weight on this foot, right? But I'm using the towel just in case, because it's just, I don't know, I don't want to do a one-legged squat yet, right? So most of the weight is here, but this is helping me a little. Now, you can take this at your own pace, and here's the trick. Well, there's many tricks, but number one, try to keep your chest up. It's just like sitting into a regular chair. It's tempting to take a bow, right? Because these are hard, but as much as you can, it's your knee and your hip that are doing the bending. Okay, let's do 2 more. So chest is up, abs are zipped. Again, stick the butt out and dig into your standing heel. All right, there we go. Now, if that was okay, let's get rid of the towel altogether. And we're gonna go full on single-legged squat. So let's lift this foot up. Okay, find our balance, shrink, lift. Now, this leg, I don't quite know where it's gonna go. Let's see what happens. We're just gonna bend and straighten that same leg. Just bend and straighten. There we go, yeah? Now, at any point, if this is getting a little weird or a little tricky, but you're still having fun with it, grab your ball, squish, and take a single-legged squat. I like it because it reminds the inner thighs to work and to help stabilize me. And so that's our safety belt. If things are going a little bit sideways, we've got our counter to hang on to. And let's try to knock out 5 more just for now, right? We'll be quick. Okay, so stick the tail back, bend the knee, try to keep the chest up, dig into the foot, and then grow tall. Yeah, shrink wrap the belly. 4 more, 4 more. That's it, stick it out, lift it up. And if your knees are even sort of saying, I don't like this, do a regular squat. Don't mess around with it, okay? Chest up. Oh yeah, and when it's getting hard, exhale loudly. That'll take the edge off. All right, I'm gonna try 1 more for fun, and then we'll switch sides. Again, tail back, chest up, dig into the heel. Take it as low as you can, you'll feel your tushy, and then exhale. All right, well, we need to do that work on the other side. So let's start to shift our weight, and I'll see you on the other foot. Ready for round 2. I'm using my kitchen table to hang on to this time, and here's our ball. So let's do just a quick warm up just so we didn't forget anything. All right, squish the ball. Align the feet, lengthen through the crown, abs are zipped. Let's do a few of the squats and then the high heels, right? And what's with this heel stuff? When our feet are mobile and bendy, it makes it easier to walk because we can roll over our feet like the tires on our car. So a lot of this heel up stuff, it's really to build that mobility in our feet or maintain it, whatever the case might be. All right, let's do a couple more like this. Remember, exhale. When it's hard, lengthen through the crown always. Squish the ball, keep the inner thighs awake. All right, last one. Okay, now we'll grab our towel and let's start to work on our single leg squats. So the other foot, the other leg is gonna be doing all the stuff. We're just gonna use this kind of, again, like a kickstand, like a helper. So we're barely touching the ground here. Okay, grow tall, abs, shoulders, and now stick the tail out and back. It's gonna be different, right? We're on the other leg, so it's gonna feel a little bit different. And try to keep all your weight here. This is just for balance purposes. Now, if you're good at single leg squats and you're having fun, you can skip this step, right? We're just experimenting to see how it's all going, gradually making it harder so you can find the version that is best for you. Again, we want to be uncomfortable a little bit, working hard, but nothing bad, right? Nothing in our knees, nothing in our low back. Grow tall, yeah. Try a couple more. Let's dig into the heel. All right, make sure we can wiggle the toes down there. Dig into the heel as we lift, yeah. Okay, 1 more, I think. Yeah, that'll be okay. All right, now let's go for it the whole way. Goodbye, towel. Now, I still have my ball as my seat belt just in case, but I'm gonna try the single leg squats without it first. So, again, I don't quite know what's gonna happen with this leg. It goes where it goes. Don't worry about it. Our goal is to focus on the standing leg. The working leg, we'll figure this one out. Okay, grow tall, abs are zipped, and now stick it down and back, and then press, bring it up. Yeah. Now, single leg squats, again, most of us are not gonna have the same range of motion that we would have in regular squats. We just won't, and that's okay. We wanna load up the legs, make sure that they're both strong, right? Because I think we all have that leg that is stronger, that wants to do all the work. And part of the beauty of single-legged squats is you can figure out which is the strong leg and which one maybe isn't so strong, and then we can give that other leg a little more attention, right, to even them out a little bit. There we go. Let's try 3 or 4 more, and then we'll call it. Remember, if it's feeling wiggly, but you don't want to go back to the towel, you've got your ball, squish it, inner thighs. Help me out, okay? You've got your thing to hang on to, just in case. All right, let's do 1 more for the road. Inner thighs, abs, crown, shoulders. Let's do it. Best one. And we're up. All right. Thank you for spending the time with me. Any questions, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, let's go for a walk.